Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 1, Episode 1. Finally, I've been trying to get this review out all morning, man. It's just been crazy. Anyway, guys, here we go. Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 1, Episode 1, however you want to call it. It is the very first episode of the new Disney Plus Star Wars series, Book of Boba Fett. The one thing I really liked about this episode was that we got a lot of context of what happened after the events of Return of the Jedi. I thought this was going to pick up right after what happened in Mandalorian Season 2, where he was already taking over for Jabba, and he was pretty much running the crime syndicate on Tatooine. I thought it was just going to pick up and start rolling from there, and it kind of does. It kind of does. But we also get flashbacks of what actually happened to Boba after he got, gobbled up in the Snarlack pit and all that stuff, and how he escaped, and how he was like basically a prisoner of the Tusken Raiders. And we kind of see how he's trying to deal with the different lords and stuff in Tatooine, and he's trying to really plant his flag down in his dominancy of I took over for Jabba. And that's pretty much how this first episode goes. It's all about him staking his claim to Jabba's throne, taking over for Jabba, and we're getting context on how he was able to escape to lead up to the point of where he is right now. That's pretty much the whole episode in a nutshell. Boba Fett was a character that looked really cool, but at the end of the day, really didn't do a whole lot. But if you followed Boba Fett in the EU, like, he was a real badass. That's where he got most of his character development, was within the EU. And of course, when Disney took over Lucasfilm, they kind of erased all that, and then they made it canon and stuff that he came back, and now we kind of get those stories told over again in a different version this time. And yeah, so if you're a Boba Fett fan, you're super excited for this series. This was a series that I believe was supposed to be a movie, but then that script got scrapped, and then they just went ahead and they wanted to do a Disney Plus series, which is fine. I much prefer the series now rather than the movies anyway. I like getting more context in the series by getting more episodes, more character developments. I much prefer the series rather than the movies. And I'm starting to feel that way about the MCU too. Like, we got 3 MCU movies, not counting Spider-Man No Way Home, and I felt like I enjoyed the Disney Plus series much more than I enjoyed any of the Marvel, MCU movies, other than Spider-Man No Way Home. So I like the fact that we're getting a Boba Fett series. I want to see where it goes. I want to be able to fall in love with this character like so many people from my generation fell in love with this character, and kind of give it, the benefit down and see what's going to happen. So overall, I mean, not a whole much to really talk about in this episode, other than the fact that we get context on how he escaped and how he's going to start to run Jabba's crime syndicate. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, to be honest with you. I thought the visual effects were fantastic. I thought the acting was fantastic. Everything about it was fantastic. I was a little annoyed that some of the music felt like the music from Mandalorian. I just don't like, where's the Star Wars music? Why can't we not get Star Wars fucking music in a Star Wars fucking series? Why is that? Why are we going out of our way not to put these great original scores that John Williams did in any of our Star Wars property? I mean, they did it in Clone Wars, and they did it in Star Wars Rebels. Granted, they're animated series, but you watch Rebels, you watch Clone Wars, they feel like Star Wars, right? Yes, we have Boba Fett, we have characters and stuff from the Star Wars universe, but why can't we get some fucking Star Wars music up in this bitch? I understand you want to do something original and new. Well, you can do that. Rebels did that and still was able to add melodies and music from the Star Wars universe in there. It's like, okay, add some of that stuff in there. Come on, man. Let's make this feel like Star Wars, for Christ's sakes, man. Music and lightsabers. I swear, Lucasfilm is afraid of them. But that's just my opinion, though. But I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. What do you think of the first episode of Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 1, Episode 1, whatever the hell you want to call it? Leave those comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.